All right, what's going on, guys? It's Bobby Skinner with another draft breakdown. We're going to go through a few plays of another UNC player. I've fallen in love with another UNC player. That trend continues. Even though I am an honorary member of Duke Gang, I keep falling in love with these UNC players. And today, it's Dyami Brown, wide receiver. He's 6'1", 185 pounds, and he's got good size. Like 6'1". He's I don't consider him a jump ball guy, but he is a deep threat because of his long strides and his speed. And he's more like, hey, I'm gonna throw that ball, go track it, and that's what Dyami Brown does. He loves the inside release on these go balls, which we'll go to. You don't see that a ton anymore. And then the deep threat. I mean, you'll see it even in this Miami game, the Florida State game against Asante Samuel Jr. It sets him up for underneath routes, for curl routes, for digs, slants, because of that respect for his deep game. It sets him up for that type of stuff, and I love the way he runs those type of routes, like ins and outs. We're going to talk about that. He does something that Torrey Holt showed me, didn't show me personally, but showed off that I really look for in wide receivers. Can struggle a little bit with press, but even with that, because of his speed, they don't he didn't get pressed a ton at UNC, and he's just a big play machine. In junior year, 55 catches, 1,099 yards, 8 touchdowns, 20 yards per catch. Year before, 20.3 yards per catch, 51 catches, 1,034 yards, 12 touchdowns. So in the past 2 seasons at UNC, in 24 games, he has 20 touchdowns and over 20 yards per catch. Like those are unreal numbers, man. And I get UNC has some talent and they got a good QB in Sam Howell, but Dyami, man, I really think this guy's going to be a steal. So let's go through and we'll start with his deep threat, him being a deep threat. Listen, you don't need me to break down. He gets past this corner, and then he tracks the ball. Now you notice the inside release. He's jukey and go. Juke, go. Sets him up. Go. Howell puts a good ball on him. We'll watch as he tracks it. Now he's got his head turned for a while. You would like him to, most receivers to, turn that head last second because it lets the corner know when the ball is coming. But pulls it in, keeps the catch. Big play, and that's why this guy had the 20 yards per catch. Got him down here at the bottom of the screen. Same thing. Sets him up. He's got a good release. Sometimes these guys, when they're getting these deep balls, they juke like crazy. Not him. And he does get caught, but this is good tracking of the ball. Catches it with his hands, in stride, go. This is against Miami, and we'll see against Florida State here, this is against Asante Samuel Jr. down here. Asante Samuel, some people want him to go in the first round, and I haven't really watched him fully yet. This is against a cover 4. Bam. And just loses him. Sells the deep. You got Samuel playing that far off and sells it. Samuel's hips are pointed this way. And then once he gets to where he feels comfortable making this break, or it just might be a certain yardage, where Samuel's playing, they're close enough, takes advantage of his hips being turned one way, flips the other. And how's that for separation right there? How's that for separation? And you got the 2 deep safety. You got the cover 4 look. But this safety gets lost down here. Now the ball gets... This is a bad throw by Howell. So he doesn't catch this. And I didn't get the back view. But here, now this one isn't against Asante Samuel here, but here you got him down here. You could call that press. I don't call that press. I call that just tap. Call that tap, not press. Quick juke. Inside release. Inside release. You've won. You've won. As long as if you have, even decent speed, you've won. Tracks the ball. Touchdown UNC. And so, because of the respect he gets, and this is pertinent to the New York Giants who like to run these routes. Because of that speed, the respect he gets. Look at the space he's going to get on these curl routes. If that ball's there, that's a first down. That's great. Look at the respect he gets from these corners. This corner, I mean, look, it's not like we're playing, on the opposite side of the field. This ball's at the 18, and watch this corner bail. Watch this corner, and it'd be one thing if, they're playing a zone where someone's out covering these flats. Ends up being a run, but he wins that. There's RPO. Got him up here again. Bam. Now it's a bad throw. But watch the way this corner, turns his hips and bails. That's so much separation on a curl route, especially for the context of where you are on the field. With that context of where you are on the field is unreal. Here, we got him at the top of the screen on this out route. Or, it almost even looks like a stick to a sense. Bam. You got that space. And I know he's got a ton of space, but watch this. And you'll see this as a trend. Watch where he makes his break. And a lot of times you see guys, they round these routes out. So, especially these guys that are more deep threats than, these true route runners, they have this and they'll round it out. So their route will end right here. Not Dyami. He comes back to the ball. He makes that break, and he's coming back to the ball. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that gives you that extra separation. That's what I was talking about with Torrey Holt. Where he said, I never break my routes at my routes at a 90-degree angle. I'm coming back 88 degrees, 85 degrees, whatever. Now here, I just wanted to put this one in here. Asante Samuel. I mean, he's just begging him to throw this curl right here. There's not much Dyami could do on this one. Gets a pass breakup, but he was begging for it. Here, now we got Samuel playing tighter. He's playing tight. But as soon as the ball snaps, he's turning his hips and he's bailing. And look at that space on that. Now, at this point, he's not coming back to the ball because the ball's out. Now, he's realizing the ball's being thrown over the middle of the field. But like I said, we're talking about a Giants offense. I know other teams are watching these videos. Fans are watching these videos, but specifically to the Giants offense that runs these curls, that's valuable. That there's value in a player like that who can he has that deep respect to where it opens him up underneath. Here, this is a 15-yard curl at the top of the screen. This is 15 yards. It's got that space. Got that space and that respect for the deep ball. Has Asante Samuel Jr., who's, could go in the first round. And he's got that so much separation on a 15-yard curl. And the ball's not even there on time. This ball is supposed to be out at this point. He's throwing it, but able to snag it out of the air. Doesn't let it come into his body. Snags it. First down. First down for UNC. Here we got him here at the top of the screen. So now we're going to look at some ins and outs, dig routes. That inside release. When you put this ball right here, you got to score. I know this linebacker's here, but his focus is on the running back. Now, how it makes the right read on this with the tight end here. But that could be a score right there. That separation he's able to get. Like I said, that inside release. Bam. Down here, we got him on this out route. Bam. Like I said, because of the threat that he is deep, it just sets all this stuff up underneath. I mean, look how far that this corner's playing. Asante Samuel's playing off. Comes back towards the ball. Maybe not as much that time. But like I said, a lot of times with these guys that are these deep threats, you see how they make that break and then it ends up out here. Can you shut the hell up, Siri? The ball doesn't come his way on this one, but good route. And we got him down here at the bottom. This is a beautiful route. Samuel opens up his hips. I mean, he's selling deep. He's selling deep. Bam! Snaps that route off. Snaps that route off. And like I said, that ball could be out right here for Dyami Brown right now. That ball could be right here, and you got yourself a nice little one-on-one with Samuel. Even though I don't think Dyami Brown's going to break the most tackles in the world. Got him here at the top of the screen. Again, these out routes. They're playing off. Bam. Flips those hips quick. It's not some elongated motion. Bam. Sound it doesn't look like much, but he gets those hips around so quick. A lot of guys, man, they telegraph their routes. Dyami Brown is not one of those guys. Gets the ball to him. First down. First down, Tar Heels. Got him up here at the top of the screen. Now he comes back to the ball. This is a little more like, hey, what's going on here? So I'm telling you, a lot of guys just sit on this. So this is just showing off. He comes back to the ball. Nothing special, but good. Now here, this was a rough part of the game for him right here. Sells this route. Like I said, he improvises. Realizes that Howell's going to have to come scramble around here. I mean, now he's wide open. He's wide open. And the ball's not great. But you got to catch that. That's got to be a touchdown, Dyami Brown. That's got to be a touchdown. So I don't say he has drop issues, but his hands, I don't look at his hands as oh my, this guy has the best hands in the world. He does have drop issues. Now we got him here. Good job on the drag. You got space. Nobody covering you underneath. Drops off his hands. 2 plays in a row. I know that makes some people livid, and it would me too. But it's the other stuff that makes me like Dyami. So I wouldn't say he has a drop problem, but it's definitely something. He's definitely a guy where you have to have that in the back of your head that he drops the ball. He'll drop the ball. And then we'll finish off with just a nice little slant. I mean, most of his slants are the same. Sets it up. Sells deep. Like I said, he's good. For some reason, they just always think he's going deep. I guess it's because he did go deep a ton and averaged 20 yards per catch. But look at the space he has on the slant route. Corner flips his hips. As soon as the corner flips his hips, he's slanting. So a good job setting that up. So Dyami Brown, I like the guy a lot. I wasn't planning on doing a breakdown of him. I just was like, all right, I'm going to go through the 4th round guys and I'm going to put together profiles, but I'm not going to do breakdowns. But I liked him a lot, so I felt the need to do a breakdown. So appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of these, and check out the playlist. So appreciate you guys. See you next time. Like, subscribe. Bam, bam, bam.